My name is Morgan Haney, and this is one out of the four narrative mid critiques. I felt that this was kind of an interesting picture. I felt that the aspect of the person in the picture looking in the mirror was actually very interesting. How how the image in the mirror was kind of blurry compared to right on the um, compared to the foreground, I guess, the person in the foreground. I think this image is about body image in general and the different, like how much society places an emphasis on having such a nice body. And I think that a lot of times we get caught up in that, especially as females. But I think a lot of times, since us as females are so focused on ourselves, we forget that males also have that same struggle. Like they have to go through the same thing, whether it be between them and their older brother, like if their older brother has a nicer body than them, or guys at the gym or whatnot, or if they're trying to impress a girl. Um, I think that we forget that that's a hard um, standard that's placed on them as well, and it's not just to the women in our society. Body shaming is a real thing for all genders, all ages, um, just really everybody. Um, but I think that it's portrayed very well in this photo, um, that he's clearly looking at himself in the mirror and he has a very dissatisfied look on his face. And I think too, it's interesting that he's not super skin. Like I think that dad bods are super in right now, and I think it's kind of interesting that um, had this been taken maybe a couple years back, um, the person in this picture could have been super skinny and wanting to be super skinny. I don't know. I just think that maybe if anything, he is looking at himself dissatisfied because he wants to be more toned, I guess. I also think that it's interesting that this is looks like it's in a bedroom rather than in a bathroom mirror of like a mirror. I like that the like it's a full length mirror, so it really captures him looking at his entire body, his entire self. I think that if I could change something about this image, I would have liked to have been able to see his face a little bit better, just to really capture and understand what his emotions were when this was being photographed. I also think the dog in the picture is kind of funny because it just makes it kind of a realistic scenario. Like your dog would be in the mirror when you're trying to look at yourself, which is kind of funny. Um, but overall, I think this is really good. I think the lighting's pretty good in this picture. I think it really hits on his body well and highlights what he's looking at, I guess, what the focal point of the picture is. Um, and I like that. I like the angle at which you can see the mirror so that you can see his whole body in the mirror and not just his face or anything. So that's about it.